What is badminton? Badminton is a tennis-like game played with light strong rackets that are used to strike a shuttlecock or a feather cork missile back and forth before it hits the ground across a high net within a rectangular court. Most authorities feel that the game developed from the ancient pastime known as battledore and shuttlecock. The game was learned in India as puna. It was brought to England about 1870 by British Army officers stationed in India. The Duke of Beaufort introduced the game at his country place, Badminton in Gloucestershire, not having a name at the time. The game was referred to as that badminton game.
How to play badminton. Badminton is played by two opposing players, single or doubles. The object of the badminton is to hit a shuttlecock with your racket so it passes over the net and lands over the designated marked boundaries. Within the court, if your opponent retaliates and returns the shuttlecock, then the rally occurs back and forth until you force your opponent forces you to hit the shuttlecock out or into the net scoring point. You require 24 points to win. A set player must win 2 out of sets played to win the game.
12 rules of badminton. A player must wait until the opponent is ready before serving. 2. Player must sink diagonal across the net to their opponent. 3. As points are won, then serving station move from one side to the other. 4. If a player touches the net with any parts of their body or racket, then it's deemed a fault in their opponent receives the point. 5. If the shuttlecock hits the net or lands out, then a point. 6. All players must be inside the lines of their respective service scored at the point of contact to win the serve. 7. A shuttle landing on the line is alright. 8. A serve must be hit underarm and below the surface. Waist, no arm service are allowed. 9. During play, the players may move around the court as they wish. 10. Players are permitted to hit the shuttlecock from out of the playing area. 11. In badminton, only the server can Players should announce the score of the game before serve. At the shuttlecock, call out your total number of points, followed by your opponent's total number of points. Thank you.
Here are the 4 equipments of badminton. First, shuttlecock. The badminton shuttlecock, also referred to as shuttle, also known as birdie axe, similarly to a ball in another racket sports. However, the design of the birdie creates more drag as it propelled through the air due to its feathered shape. Second, court. The badminton court should be 44 feet long by 22 feet wide if playing doubles, and 44 feet long by 17 feet wide for singles. If the facility is indoors, there needs to be enough height for the shuttlecock to be able to float across the net without hitting the ceiling. Third, net. A mesh net divides the badminton court into two sides. A badminton that is placed lower than a volleyball net at 5 feet and 1 inch high on the sides and 5 feet high in the center. Fourth, racket. The badminton racket is one of the most important tools a player has in the game. Badminton rackets are much lighter than most other sports rackets because they are made from materials such as carbon fiber, lighter materials such as aluminum. The main parts are called the handle, the string area, the head, the shaft, the throat, and the frame. The handle is the part of the racket intended to be gripped by the player. Here are some strategies for singles. 1. Variety. Avoid being predictable. Keep changing your style, shots, and shuttle placement to keep the other player guessing about your next move. 2. Hit the corners. Badminton is a game of speed which demands a lot of movement to get to the shuttle in time. 3. Always come back to the center. Badminton is not kind to slow players, just as you are formulating your game strategy on the fly. So is your opponent, so you have to think and move quickly. 4. Understanding your opponent's footwork. While hands generate the power, footwork can be a game changer. Interestingly, you can understand your counterpart's next move by observing the signals given off by their footwork. 5. Control the pace. This technique is very common, however, it can still be hugely effective even for advanced players. Its power lies in changing the variation and speed of your game. Number 6. The weak spot. Seek out any weak spots in your opponent's game. A common weakness for many players is their backhand. 7. Triangle strategy. By thinking in triangles, you can make your opponent continually move to 3 different positions on the court. 8. Breaking the opponent's attack. There will be times in the game when you'll be on the defensive, with your opponent's shot coming at you much more power. Number 9. Understand your opponent's game. In the initial stages of the game, losing a few points to understand your opponent's game can be an investment. Number 10. Hitting the same location. If you are hitting your shots in the same corner to the right, for example, your opponent can get there quickly. A way to take advantage of this is to keep hitting the same spot. And for doubles, number 1, there is more emphasis on serves and returns, more smashing and therefore more defending of the smash. 2. Playing to the spaces or corners is not the primary tactic. As in singles, smashes are played more often because the front and back attacking formation makes it far easier to sustain the attack. 3. Smashing for your partner, known as a channel attack, is when the rear court player smashes with the aim of forcing the return to arrive within range of the front player for an easy kill. 4. By contrast, the defensive pair side by side have an interest in making their opponent's court as wide as possible.
And here the benefits of badminton to physical and mental health. Badminton improves your mental well-being. Taking part in any form of regular physical activity helps to release our neutral or natural feel-good happy hormones, endorphins. In turn, this can help reduce depression, anxiety, and stress and improve our overall mood and sleep.